was a really excellent speech, and you set a very high standard for me. I'm not sure I can follow it. I do want to thank you for that, and I think you refreshed my memory on what my mother is too, all the good things that she represents. I'm very relieved also that you didn't say anything about the other side of Joe. I was kind of nervous that you might touch on that, but now I'm relieved. I do want to thank every one of you for coming. I know this is a weekday, you've got to work tomorrow, but you've taken the time to be here, and I'm very grateful for that, and so is Mom. Very especially, I want to thank my cousin's wife, Maria. Where is Maria? Yeah. Okay. She was the one who really pulled all this together. I arrived last night, and everything was in place, so thank you so much. I just had a few words to say. I know I'm the only thing standing between you and dinner, so I'm going to finish soon. My mom throughout the years has really stood for very high principles, and I think I value that all the more as I grow older. This being an 80th birthday, I think it's only fitting to say something about growing older and about being a parent, because it really is the spirit of this occasion. We all have euphemisms for growing old. Sometimes we say, well, age is all in the mind, and you're only as old as you think you are, which I think is true to some degree. But we can never escape the fact that we do grow old, and we do change, and we're different people as the years go by. I really think that as we grow older, we tend to look at life differently. And the one thing I found about my growing older, and Mom, I'm not too far behind you, is that as I grow older, I know what I truly value. When I was young, everything seemed important. But as I grow older, I seem to know what is important and what is not. Which really takes me to a little story I want to relate to you. I think you watched this on the news a few years ago. On January 15, 2009, U.S. Airways Flight 1549 took off from LaGuardia Airport in New York to Charlotte, North Carolina. And within about 5 minutes of the flight, a flock of birds flew into the two engines. And the engine had stalled, and the pilot had no time to get to the nearest airport, had to land the plane on water. I think you all heard that. That was a pretty well-known story. But there's a story behind that, a story within the story, which I think is very profound. One of the guys on that flight was the president of a company, a very successful company. And he made a little video detailing what happened once they knew they were going to land on water. And, you know, when the press brings out that incident, it brings it out as a very positive, heroic act, and everybody survived, which is good. But the fact of the matter was that when the engines were on fire, and you could see the two engines on fire, the pilot just said 4 words. Brace yourself for impact. And they had no idea whether it was impact on the ground or impact in the water. And this guy was in the first class compartment, first class aisle, and sitting next to, had a window seat, looked out, and he saw the water coming closer. And he knew that it was only minutes before they would hit the water. And he felt he had just a few minutes to live. He didn't know that, you know, it was going to crash land or soft land. And in his video, he said something very profound. He said, you know, in those three minutes, I asked myself, what's really important? If I had 3 minutes to live, what would I do? And the thing he came away with, that the one thing he would do was be different to his wife and his kids, especially his kids. And he ends his video by saying, the most important job in my life is that of being a father. And he claims that since that day, he's never fought with his wife again. Because it's not so important to be right or wrong, it's just important to enjoy your life. Of course, I cannot claim to make the same, I don't have the same luck, I think, and but I learned slowly. So I'm sure someday I can say I've not fought with my wife for 2 years. Right? Anyway, so what's the moral of the story? I think the moral of the story is sometimes when you're in a fix and when you know something imminent is about to happen and it's not good, you look back in your life and you find out what's most important. And just think about it. If you had 3 minutes to live, what would you do? What are the things you would do? I bet it will go back to your family and most likely to your kids. So, the point of the story, Mom, is that your number one job as a parent and as a mother was very well done. And we, as kids, are certainly very appreciative of that. And I want to tell you that many people who wanted to be here who couldn't be here, but they're here in spirit. I know my own kids, Mark, Ryan, and Karina, were protesting with me that we should actually have this birthday party when they could get a few days off from school. But of course, that could not happen. We did want to have it on Mom's birthday. So, thanks for being a great mom, and for all the good values you taught us, like Jeevan mentioned. In the end, the values are the only things we have. Everything else will pass with time, but those are the things we cherish. Thank you, and on behalf of everyone, me, Franco, Tommy, who's here,